All right, here's Mr. S. I'm going to show you how to break down just sine 3 theta. So the goal in this problem is to make sure that you don't have any 2 or 3 inside your parentheses. Okay, so you don't want triple or double theta or double angles inside. So first step I would do is to break down this as a sum of 2 items to make a 3. So sine of 2 theta plus 1 other theta, that should make 3 theta, right? So now you're going to think, you're always going to be thinking about something, whether a step ahead or behind. So what can I do next? So now I have something that's adding within the sign. So what I can do is I can rewrite or show you the formula here. Alpha, so you have something plus or adding together like that within the sign. The rule is you can use this. Sine of the first angle times cosine of the second angle. So first is the alpha, second is the beta, plus, now you're going to switch the sine and cosine. So cosine of the first angle times sine of the second angle. All right, second angle is B. So just like that. So this being alpha in my case is 2 theta. Beta in my case is a theta. So when I write them, I will not do alpha beta. I'm just going to do 2 theta and 1 theta for my alpha and beta. I know it's a lot to say, huh? All right. Think about me. I can't even speak English. So let me see. I'm going to pick the right color here. So it'll be sine. The alpha is my 2 times cosine. The beta is my 1 theta. Just like that. I'm going to do plus here. Now I'm going to switch the cosine and sine. So it'll be cosine of my 2 theta and my sine. Let me shrink this piece here. Alright, so I'm going to put a sine of the second angle, which is my 1 theta. Like that. Okay? To have parentheses, it looks nicer. So, alright, let's keep going. So now I don't like these 2 here and that 2 theta. So what I can do is I have to come up with a formula to break that down. So one of the formulas are out here, right here. So the sine is this one. The cosine, you have multiple options. All right. So that's what I need. You're going to end up with the squares, but I think this problem is okay to have a square on it. Okay. So let's see. I'm going to write sine 2. So this sine 2 theta as this guy. Except for this one is A. It's going to be just a theta. So it'll be 2 sine and a cosine. So this piece right here is 2 sine and a cosine of theta. Right? I don't have any 2 in there. Right? The 2's are gone now. I have 1 exponent on top, which is probably what they want for now. Then we'll multiply it by a cosine. Like that, because this cosine is going to sit there. Now I'll do the same thing here, right? I can probably simplify these 2 together, so let's see if that's going to help me see anything further down the line. Like that, okay? So now let's see what I can do. The cosine, I have a sine in the back, so just keep that in mind. 1 sine here. Because the cosine, you have 3 things to choose from. Okay, you could have picked that one, but that will have a cosine and a sine. You could have picked that one. I got a cosine. I could have picked this when I have a sine. So let's see. I have a sine in the back. I'm trying to break this up. So my obvious choice would be this guy because I got a sine. Somehow I can combine them because I have a sine times a sine. That's what I'm trying to look for. So I'm going to go with 1 minus 2 sine squared of alpha of theta. So this is going to be 1 minus 2 sine of theta. Now the whole point is to have this is 1 theta. I want this to be 1 theta. I don't want 2 theta. Okay, now let me bring back my sine theta down here. So that's this one in the back, right? So this is this one. And the reason why I chose this with the sine is I have a sine waiting in the back because I can distribute. So when I distribute that in there, have a sine theta minus 2 sine, I think there was a square there, unless I was mistaken. There. So now I should have a third power of a theta. I think that's the best you can do in here, because the goal is to make sure that I can get a theta in each of the term without any 1 or 2 in front. I don't want double, without any 2 or 3. I can have 1. So I don't want double or triple. So this is the final answer.